What's going on, guys? I'm Mike, I'm a photographer and videographer, and today I'm going to show you how to upgrade your MacBook Pro. So up to very recently I had a iMac 27-inch and a 13-inch MacBook Pro. Both were really good. I used the 13-inch in the end just for backing up images when I was on location, because it wasn't super powerful and it wasn't really up to anything other than backing up photos. And then the 27-inch I had on my desk in the studio office, and it was great. It was great having that big screen, and they just look really cool, don't they? But in the end it was just getting really slow. It was really sluggish. Photoshop it could just about handle, but Premiere Pro, which is the program that I use to edit all my videos on, it just started getting just way too slow. It's taken way too much time to edit these videos and my other video projects that I've been working on. You know, especially when I color graded any of my footage, the machine just couldn't handle it. It was just taking for ages. So I decided to take the plunge, and I got myself this 2012 MacBook Pro. Now I know you might be thinking, why on earth did you go for 2012? It's 2018, that's like 6 years old. But I went for 2012 because they're really easy to upgrade. The newer versions, I know definitely the Retina versions, it's really, you just can't upgrade the RAM yourself. You might be able to upgrade the hard drive, but I know with the Retina versions, Apple have actually started attaching or soldering the RAM onto the main, I don't know what it's attached to, the processor or the main part inside is basically soldered onto that, so you can only upgrade your MacBook when you buy it through Apple, and it just costs so much more than if you were doing it yourself. Apple's obviously done that so they can make more money, but yeah, that's why I've gone for an older version. When I was actually upgrading this, I took some pictures and put it up on my Instagram story and asked if anyone was interested in learning how to do this and if they wanted me to make a video. I actually got quite a good response, and people were really interested in seeing how I did it. So here we are. So yeah, it's really simple to do. First of all, you'd want to flip it over, because the back panel is how you get into the inside of the MacBook. The two tools that you need is a little screwdriver. This is like a jewelry screwdriver. I picked it up when I was changing the case on my iPhone. So you can get these off eBay for next to nothing, like £1 or something. And then the other tool that you need is like one of these star screwdrivers. You only actually need one of these, but these are super cheap in Maplins for like the whole set. So I just picked up that, the whole thing. So what you want to do first is you want to get the screwdriver and just unscrew all of these screws on the back of the MacBook Pro that hold the back cover in. So when you're unscrewing all these screws, make sure you put all of them in a sort of right next to the laptop and somewhere where they can't just roll off the table. I've done that in the past and I've lost a couple, and it's such a pain. So yeah, make sure you keep them safe. So once all the screws are out, all you do is just pull the back cover up and it just lifts off pretty easy. So there it is, the inside of the MacBook Pro. Obviously the bits that I upgraded in it are already in there, but I'll take them out and put them back so you know how to do it yourself. So the first thing that I upgraded was the RAM. So it came with 2 gigabytes of RAM, which isn't enough, but I didn't mind it because I knew that I was upgrading it anyway. So I replaced the 2 gigabytes of RAM with 16 gigabytes, and this is going to be awesome. This is going to make the machine run with the programs that I use, you know, Photoshop, Premiere. They're quite big programs, so it will be able to handle that no problem. And it's really easy to replace and fit with this. Literally all you do is you just pull these, there's sort of 2 little prongs that you just pull outwards, and then you can see the RAM just lifts up. You just pull it out and then put the new stuff in. Literally just slot it in, push it down till the prongs just go to one side, and then it will just hold it in place. Really easy, and that will just make your machine so much quicker, and be able to handle all the stuff that you need it to. So the next thing I upgraded is I upgraded the hard drive with a solid state hard drive. So this is what it used to look like. This is just a normal 2.5 inch hard drive, but these aren't, well, they're okay, but solid state hard drives are so much better because there's no moving parts. Basically in these things, there's a little disc that spins around, so you know, if you drop your laptop or you knock it in anyway, these can corrupt, and also they're not as quick. I think the solid state hard drive that I've got is 10 times quicker than this, so starting up your machine is so much quicker. It can handle the big programs a lot better, and it just saves a lot of time when using your laptop. So, and it's, yeah, like I say, there's no moving parts in it, so they're super safe, and your data, your files, you know, all your photos, whatever you're working on is a lot safer with that guy. So yeah, I went for the SanDisk Ultra 2. This is the 240 gigabyte hard drive. I was going to go for something bigger, but I don't keep a lot of stuff on my MacBook, mainly just stuff that I'm working on live, and then once the job's done, I tend to archive it away on a couple of external hard drives. So to get that guy out, all you do is you take the little screwdriver again and just unscrew this little sort of panel, I guess you'd call it. This basically just holds the hard drive in place, so just unscrew that. Again, really easy to do. And then just pull the hard drive out like that. This thing here is basically the lead with a connector on the end of it, which connects your hard drive to the MacBook and allows your MacBook to read it. Basically, you want to take that one, just take it off like that, and there we go. Now, the hard drive that's in your MacBook will come with these little sort of arms, I guess it is, and that's where this guy comes in. Basically, that's what holds your hard drive in your MacBook as well. So you want to take those off your old one and then put it onto your new one, which I've already done. But that's where you need the star screwdriver. So literally just slot it in, unscrew it. So it just comes off like that, and then you just screw that into the new hard drive, and then you're pretty much ready to go. So obviously when you buy these hard drives, they're completely blank, they haven't got anything on them, and you need to format them so the MacBook can read it. So all I did is I launched Disk Utility. I plugged it in first, obviously. I used a USB lead, which is a USB port on one end, and then a connector on the other end that slots into that slot there on the hard drive. Yeah, so I launched Disk Utility, then just clicked Erase, and then clicked, I think it's Mac Journalized it's called, and that basically just formats this hard drive so you can use it in this machine. So then I used a cloning software to clone the old hard drive onto this. I just found it a real easy way to get the operating system and all your programs, if you want to transfer all your programs and files onto the new drive. It's a really good way of doing it. There's tons of software out there. I can't remember the one that I used off the top of my head, but literally just Google hard drive clone software for Mac, and you should be able to find one pretty easy. So after you've done all that, you then connect all the arms to the sides of the hard drive, like I said earlier, and then just connect the wire that's inside the Mac to the hard drive, and then just slot the arms into those slots there, and then get that arm and re-attach that, and that's just going to hold the new hard drive in place, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it, guys. And then obviously you get the back panel back on, just slot it on, and then do all the screwing of the screws. So that's it, guys. Your MacBook Pro is all ready to go. I'm super happy with mine. It's unbelievably quick. I used it for the first time properly yesterday. I had some Photoshop work to do, and it just worked so well. I had a folder full of raw photos which are really high res, and usually I go into the folder and all the thumbnails would appear gradually. You know, they take ages for all of them to load, but with this guy it just all loaded at once, and you're not faffing around waiting for anything to load, and I'm just super happy with it. Can't wait to use it more. Obviously a lot of people say 2012 is too old, but it's not. With Apple products, with MacBook Pros and Macs in general, they just last for ages. Like, they're not like PCs. I've had PCs in the past, and after 2 or 3, sometimes even a year old, they slow down. But with these, they're just workhorses really. They last forever. And like I say, if I want to upgrade this again to a bigger hard drive, then I can do. It's really easy to do myself, which I really like. I was going to go for a larger hard drive, which I think I mentioned, but 240 I think I got, 240 gigabyte is plenty, because I tend to just keep live work on this machine, and then once the job's done, then I archive it away onto a couple of hard drives. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, comment below if you've got any ideas for future videos or any topics that you want me to chat about, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers, guys.